Alright, you're just going to go ahead and leave the temple. Come over this way where we're going to get introduced to what an Aeon is.
What? Ow!
Wait till you see this.
I can't see anything.
Ready?
You ready?
Okay.
And it's so cool because she has one blue eye and one green eye.
Yep.
It's one of the very defining features of who she is. I think in the settings you can make it where you don't have to see the calling, but I'm not going to change that. I love watching the calling.
Yeah.
That and it gives you time to breathe in the battle, so you can, you know,
that
move your hands and...
Yeah, and I love the later on Aeons when you call them and you want to watch the cutscene every time because you're just like, yeah, the enemy's screwed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what kind of creature it's supposed to be. I've never heard the name before, which we'll see in a minute. Its name is Valifor, which...
This is...
Valifor.
Is this one Valifor?
I'm pretty sure. Which I've never heard of in previous Final Fantasy games, which I haven't played a ton of them, but the main name...
I had never seen anything like it in my life. Sure, it was a little scary, but still, I could feel a strange kind of gentleness coming from it.
I've never heard this one.
Yeah, and you can change their names too, but I'm not going to. When I first played this, and this is funny, I gotta tell you, when I first played this, I named them with what they could do.
Yeah.
In the name, so I would remember what their skills were, because...
Except for Bahamut, which I always made you name after me.
Yeah, because he didn't really have any definable features that I could figure out a name for. So, yeah, it was bad.
That night, we talked for the first time. I didn't know it then, but after that night, everything changed.
Gosh, they can
for everyone.
Because not only can you modify equipment, you know, put things on your equipment to help you better handle mobs. You can, as you go through the game, your Aeons level in a way where you can have them learn various features, like even though Valifor isn't really an elemental, doesn't have anything elemental, you can teach him fire, Fire-Ga.
Come on, say hi.
Fire-Ga.
Yeah, and so, and you can do that for all of them. Even though I don't, I tend to try to,
hi guys.
Change them up.
So what's our goal?
Okay, I just noticed something. The first three and the fourth one, all their pants
we got a new goal
look
now.
the same.
Our new
but
goal
the third one looks like he's in his
victory.
boxers.
To win every match, defeat every opposing
Is that one Keepa?
to bring the crystal cup back to our
See,
island.
like the second one.
That's all we need to do to win. Easy,
The third one from behind. So when it's look at that. His are the only ones that have those weird little diamonds. It's like, what are you, boxers?
Yeah, it looks like boxers. Good grief.
I've never noticed that before.
Victory! Victory!
Oh man.
Victory! Victory! Victory!
Yeah, alright. Victory. Let's go. Jesus. Jeez Louises. Alright, so we're gonna come over here, talk to Yuna.
You heathen!
You heathen!
Stay away from the summoner!
You're a bad man!
I just noticed that the guy on the left is
Yuna,
just like a
be
Aladdin.
careful.
Got that little hat
He does
on,
look like that.
My
purple.
fault to begin with. I'm Yuna. Thank you so much for your help earlier.
Huh? I'm sorry about that. Wasn't I not supposed to? Guess I kind of overreacted.
Really good.
Oh,
No.
no. I was overconfident.
Anyway, when this part's done, he's gonna go to sleep.
I saw that Aeon thing. That's amazing.
And then there's a cutscene, then he's gonna go back to sleep, and when he wakes up in the morning is where I'm gonna save, and we're gonna end the video
Come play with me some more.
try to get this all uploaded.
Try to get this thing uploaded so I can continue.
I'll get it all downloaded
So,
on the computer from my
tomorrow then.
Tomorrow?
We're going on the same boat, aren't
Yeah, that's all we need is to get that onto the computer so
we?
that
We can
I can
talk more.
play more.
Huh.
It's on there.
And that
You
people can
can-
hear me
Tell me all about Xanarkin.
and hear you. Might have to start
cute,
sitting
huh?
closer.
Now see here, and I'm gonna scoot closer because we were talking about like how people probably can't hear me. Here, my mom goes with the storyline where he ends up with, well, I'm not gonna ruin anything, but she does all the options where Tidus would flirt with Yuna, which is how it would go. I always do the there's an option later though where you can flirt with Lulu. So I always say Yuna's not my type, and then later I say Lulu's more my type.
But it really doesn't change the storyline.
It
You still end up with.
doesn't change anything, but I just
But it's
like
funny.
doing it.
Don't get no ideas.
No promises there, big guy. Hey, but what if she, like, comes on to me?
That's not going to happen.
Oh yes, it is.
If you get tired, let me know. I had a bed made for you.
What about my food?
Yeah, he
They
still
haven't
hasn't.
fed
Yeah.
him, have they?
No.
I don't
Alright,
think
so let's
anyone-
go ahead and go to bed so we can get this other.
Good.
There's nothing
Sleep
really else you could do except for maybe, try to talk to people and stuff.
Yeah.
There's no items you can get or anything like that. But, if you really want to do that, you can.
Some people really like talking to every single person and getting all the dialogue. Some people don't.
Yeah, it all depends on your preference.
Also, already, I'm gonna try to finish this quick just because this cutscene's kind of weird. But
Yeah, they don't need
oh wait, don't go forward yet. But just real quick, we are going to cut out any grinding we do just off the bat. We'll get to a part and we'll be like, hey, this area we're gonna grind in. See you guys in a bit, and we just won't go anywhere else except for that area so that we don't accidentally activate a cutscene and we're like, oh shit, no, how are we gonna get that in the video? But we don't know if we're gonna cut all battles yet. I guess
Well,
it's
we
gonna
probably
depend.
won't cut all battles out. It all depends on the area. Like, if I'm going into an area specifically to grind, then we're probably not going to
Yeah,
record
we're gonna
it.
cut grinding, but I mean, like, if you're going through an area, but then, like, 5 battles pop up, and it's, like, nothing eventful, like, are we going to cut out those battles that people won't have to watch the 5 battles?
Probably. There's
Maybe.
no real reason for them to watch any of the battles except for, like, pertinent ones, like maybe mini-bosses that might have special
Well, yeah,
attacks.
mini-bosses and bosses.
Yeah.
Where's that boat?
So,
Or like those special
Everyone
creatures,
will
like
find
they'll show a
us
couple,
if
like
it
the
doesn't
ones where
come
it's like the
soon.
giant iron golems and the thunder planes.
You
like,
really
they'll show
sure
at
this is
least one of
okay?
those for sure. I'll only be like one of each creature
Would you
type, but then if we
take
keep
me
running into the
to
same
Xanarkin?
creatures over and over, cut those out.
yeah.
Something like that. We'll figure it out.
You said
Well,
you'd
if
go
I have the
with
charm
me.
bangle too, I can go through the area, get done with
Oh,
what
hey,
the storyline needs,
uh,
and then go back through to grind.
I thought
That
Mama
way
told
we-
you not to get any ideas.
Or not, the charm bangle makes
He
it,
did?
I think it's in this one too, where it
Yeah.
makes it so no mobs
Yeah,
are
so
there
you're
except
coming
for
with
like
me.
things that are pertinent to the story. And then we could go through, get all the cutscenes, kill the mobs that are required for that section, take off the charm thing if I'm remembering right is in this game as well, and go back through and grind. That way, they're not watching us grind.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
And of course, we don't always have to end the
have to
session,
speak loudly.
do the grinding, and then wait for the next session too. We just can shut it off for the
I hate
grinding
you.
part. There's no real parts in this game where you have to grind for a
That's
super long
spirit.
time.
You can do it.
Except, like I said, with the one
Oh, yeah, there
boss,
is,
I
it's-
grind for an hour on that.
I hate you!
He's dead, okay? Dead.
So we get the gist. He hates his dad.
Yep. He has daddy
He does look a
issues.
lot like
Yeah.
I was surprised too, the first time.
Alright, so we're getting the name Chapu, and someone looks like Chapu, and it sounds like
isn't
us.
Chapu.
So apparently we look like someone named Chapu
You
who's
shouldn't have
dead.
brought him here in the first place.
Yeah, see, here's what I was talking about with like the 50 leather belts.
Excuses again?
Yeah, but
See, the thing though is in the cutscenes and in the scenes, you know, even that's more like gamey.
Yeah. Most of
Her
the time
boobs
it's
look
fine.
natural. They don't look like they're gonna fall out. But when she beats battle, I mean, she literally leans forward enough where you think her boobs are gonna come out of her dress. Seriously, I mean, and they're wiggling around like it's like what? Come on.
And it like switches back and forth between not sexualizing her and sexualizing her, because right there the camera was cut off above
Chapu?
her cleavage.
Yeah.
When they could
little
have
brother.
easily had it including
Chapu.
her cleavage. But then there's
Like
other
you.
parts against where, like you said, where they're all
He's dead?
jiggling around, waving them in the camera.
Yeah, it's,
Black
they'll
mages
see.
gone
You'll see
wild.
what we're talking about when
fought sin last
she's in the party
year. Didn't
and
make it.
what she does when we finish
I first
battle.
heard on the day of the tournament.
Oh, so that's why.
So what we learned here is that Chapu is his brother and he died, and
Revenge thing?
Titus looks like him.
That was the idea. But
If I remember right, he doesn't
I'm
really.
not worried about a stupid game.
I think he, Chapu had red
After the
hair,
next tournament, I'll be a guardian
but
full
he did
time.
sort of, you know, in the face look a little bit
What
like
kinda
him, but
looks
not a
like I'm
lot.
using you.
Not as much as, you know, having her reaction of like,
Don't
I'm
worry.
seeing a ghost,
I mean,
you know, not
I owe you a
that
lot.
close.
You really helped me out, you know?
And then Titus has like
What
an
I mean
eight-pack
is-
going on under that outfit.
Thanks,
Right?
Waka.
You know, and I just realized too that none of
Stop.
them are
You're
dressed
embarrassing
like
me.
for cold weather, but I'm pretty sure like there's a winter area later
Mount
on.
Gagazet.
Yeah, where it's just freezing cold. None of them are dressed for that, except for Kimari, who has fur.
Right. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and save here so we can download the disc to the computer. And then we'll start up from there. Or I'll keep going. I don't know if my son's going to stick with this or not.
I'll try to, if people can hear me, you know, I'll try to provide commentary when I can. Because I like Final Fantasy. We both like Final Fantasy. We both played each of the ones we have. It's just I didn't beat any of them. You beat a couple of them, but I didn't beat any of them.
Yeah. Alright. See ya on the next video.